You're in the Great Hall. Above you, a stormy ceiling. Tonight, it's extremely rainy. You can hear some thunderstorms in the distance. But you are in the castle. You're safe here. You are warm. Lots of red and yellow flames are dancing in the great hall fireplace. It's so comforting to watch. And the cracking sound of fire, it's very soothing. You've been accompanied by this sound during many evenings in the common room. Evenings with friends. Last minute homework in the middle of the night. While reading guilty pleasure books on the couch. Tonight, everything is warm, even the colors. Look around you. Orange is everywhere. Halloween pumpkins are floating above your head. Their light is flickering. Some brilliant orange streamers are moving very slowly, with snake-like movements, across the stormy ceiling. Real bats are flying in circles. And ghosts are floating among the tables. Where are you sitting? At the Gryffindor table? Or maybe you belong to Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff? On the long table of your house, there are some delicious sweets. You can try something. There are some orange exploding bonbons. Their outer shell is crunchy and flavorless, but on the inside, there is some creamy feeling that it's out of this world. It explodes in your mouth and tastes like your favorite food ever. And at the precise moment you feel that delicious taste in your mouth, miniature golden fireworks explode before your eyes. Come on, just try one. How does it taste? Mini fireworks are so magical. Exploding bonbons are not the only sweets on the table. You can see some pumpkin pasty, chocolate frogs, fizzing whiz-bees, and ice mice that make you squeak when you eat them. There is also some butterbeer. You can try something if you like. A little owl flies towards you. He's holding a parcel in his claws and a letter in his beak. He drops everything on the table. There is your name on the envelope and a stamp saying confidential. You carefully open the envelope and find a letter written in messy handwriting. Dear friend, we were browsing in the restricted section when we found a very interesting recipe. Believe us, this potion is the stuff of dreams. The best thing is, we can prepare it only during a Halloween night with a full moon. So, tonight, or we'll probably have to wait a decade. We have gathered the majority of ingredients. To be honest, we are brewing it right now. Just bring us the last ingredients and some butterbeer, and we'll have the best Halloween night ever. Promised. Cheers. Signed, F and G. You know who they are. You feel like smiling. P.S. Don't open the parcel yet. Do it alone. You will find all the instructions you need and some useful objects inside. In this very moment, students are leaving the hall and heading to their respective common rooms. You collect some butterbeer and put it in your uniform pocket. Let's find a quiet room. In one of the most disused corridors, you come across Peeves. He's filling a Halloween pumpkin with blue worms. It doesn't even notice you. You pass him by, and at the end of the corridor, there is a wooden door. You open it and find yourself in an abandoned classroom. Perfect. You can now open the parcel. It's a very old leather bag with some strange Latin words engraved on it. Inside there is a letter, a map, some flasks, and a cloak. The letter says, "Here you have everything you need." A list with the ingredients. A map that shows you where to find them, except for the dead thing and the black creature. You will need to figure this out alone. There are some flasks to collect the ingredients, and oh, a protective cloak. This cloak has been infused with the best protective spells we could find. Invisibility. No one can see you. No one can smell you. No one can hear you. It's even rain repellent. but it's only temporary. By midnight, magic will probably wear out, but you should be fine. See you in the girls' bathroom, the one with morning myrtle. And don't forget the butterbeer. Okay, you take the cloak in your hands. It is quite heavy, but very soft. It is embroidered with mythological creatures. You can see unicorns, a demiguise, a mermaid. Allow yourself to wear it. Your feet and legs disappear. It's working. You are invisible. How does it feel? Now take a look at the ingredient list. It says bubbling lilac water, 3 glowing mushrooms, the trail of a streeler, a giant snail that leaves a trail of poisonous slime. Something that once was living but now is dead. And the sound of a black creature of the night. The map consists of just 2 sentences. It says, "To the Forbidden Forest." Once there, new writings will appear. You are wearing your cloak and the leather bag with everything you need. It is time to go. While you're heading to the entrance door, a ghost floats next to you. It looks confused. Maybe it can sense something, but nothing more. The protective spells are working. This is the first time you see a ghost so close. It feels so impolite to get close to them and stare when you're visible, but now you can just look at him. His consistency is like semi-liquid water and mist. So impalpable, flickering somehow, magical. You continue your adventure and open the front door of the castle. In front of you are the Hogwarts gardens, so beautiful under the moonlight. The moon is hidden by the black clouds, but it illuminates the garden so much that you don't even need a lumos to make your way to the forest. You feel very excited. You are doing something that is forbidden. Sneaking out the castle in the middle of the night, heading to a very dangerous forest, and looking for potion ingredients. This is the perfect Halloween adventure. It is raining, but you are not getting wet. You feel the raindrops bouncing on your cloak. You feel the squishy grass beneath your shoes. You pass by the herbology greenhouse. You pass by Hagrid's hut. In his little garden, there are some glow-in-the-dark pumpkins carved with magical creatures. You can see the figures of a necromantula, a hippogriff, and a dragon. A crow is perching on the spider pumpkin and he is pecking at it. You have arrived in the Forbidden Forest. In front of you are very tall trees. They offer a shelter from the everlasting rain. The atmosphere here is silvery and misty. You take the main path and go into the forest. Let's check the map to see if there are hints. The ink says, follow the pixie's laugh and you'll get to a pond. Don't touch the water with bare hands. Just don't. Use the metal flask, okay? Okay, that sounds exciting. Let's go. Can you hear it? The laughter comes from your left. Just take the side path that goes where the forest is thicker. Lumos. Now you can see where you're going. In front of you there is a pond with bubbling water. The surface of the pond is violet. The moon makes it look almost lilac. It is so hypnotizing to watch. All these bubbles on the surface. And the smell is so peculiar. It's like sulfuric water and lavender and some kind of exotic flowers. Some neon blue and orange frogs are swimming in the liquid. Take the metal flask and get closer to the pond. As soon as it touches the water, the surface starts to fizz. There you have it. You're bubbling lilac water. The neon frogs jump out of the water and hide beneath the bushes. They leave fluorescent trails behind them. Maybe they were scared of the fizzing water. They are all gone, but you hear a froggy sound coming from the pond. It seems it's coming from a shadow at first, but then you see it. It's a small black toad. Its skin is shiny. This is the black animal you were looking for, but the question is how to capture its sound. As you ask yourself the question, your leather bag starts to shiver. You feel it against your hip. The Latin phrase is shining. Maybe it's a spell that can help you. Let's try to whisper it. October sicut spiritus evanescit. Avis et circulus luna in cielo est. Magice ampulle. Accipe vocem creature noctis. Accipe vocem huius animalis nigre. Et inventum converte. A silvery substance that appears to be a cloudy nebula comes out from the toad's throat and flies into your bag. Bingo! Just 3 ingredients missing. The map has now a sketch on it. It's a giant snail with a little description on the bottom. This is a streeler. It changes color every hour. It leaves a trail behind it that burns all vegetation. That's what you need to collect. It spends autumn nights eating glowing mushrooms. Find one, find the other. P.S. Maybe you will need to exit the forest. Okay, this one sounds cryptic, but the clues were good so far. So, let's retrace our steps. Oh, you just stepped on something crunchy, something you haven't noticed before. It is a bone. It's a cranium of a creature. It has some hollows where there used to be eyes and a beak. It seems like the skeleton of some kind of bird. Definitely something that is no more alive. Okay, just pick it up. It is so cold in your hands. Gently put it in the leather bag. Just 2 ingredients left. You have arrived at the edge of the forest. You can see Hagrid's hut and the rain bouncing off the grass. Your gaze is drawn again to the magnificent pumpkin garden. Yeah, that's it. Hagrid uses glowing mushrooms to paint his pumpkins. He must have some of those in the garden. Get closer and go behind the hut. Yeah, some mushrooms hang upside down from a wire. Others are growing from the earth. Just take 3 of them. And what about the snail? There are no giant snails here. Let's take a look at the map. It says, you are right, no giant snails, but even a tiny one will do. Remember, burnt vegetation. You look at the grass, but it is not easy to recognize a burnt trace with all the rain and the mud. But you notice that something is wrong with the pumpkin. It seems to be melting, like candle wax. You get close to it, and inside the pumpkin, there is a tiny snail, probably a newborn. What color is it? It left a lot of orange, slimy trail. Time for a spell to collect it. Wingardium Leviosa. Now you start to feel some rain on your skin. The protective spells are getting weaker. You have everything you need. You just need to go back to the castle. Moaning Myrtle's bathroom is located near the greenhouses on the 2nd floor, not far from where you are now. Once you arrive on the floor of the girls' lavatory, the leather bag starts to shiver again, as if it could sense that the destination of its contents is very close. The door opens and you see them. Fred and George are sitting on the bathroom floor, stirring a potion in a large cauldron. Their smiles widen when they see you. The cloak has just vanished. It is time to join them and prepare this mysterious potion. You lay your ingredients on the floor, and George hands you what looks like a very old grimoire. You read the Jolly Potion. This potion can be transformed into anything the drinker chooses. It is like a joker in a deck of cards. The crucial thing is that the drinker must state his desire very, very clearly, but only during a full moon Halloween night. The next morning, the drinker will wake up and find the desired potion. Warning: the Jolly Potion has a very strong will. You have to prove that your desire is stronger. The wish must be expressed very clearly. Cases have been recorded of people brought to healers because the potion was confused, so it made its own decision about what to become. The book describes the final result as lightweight, odorless, transparent in color with some opalescent particles. Cool, a Jolly Potion. The recipe is so incredibly advanced, but the twins have already done the most difficult part. Now it's your turn. You have the last ingredients. Right now, the potion is olive green, with a musky scent to it. Let's add the glowing mushrooms and stir 3 times anti-clockwise. Great! Let's add the skull of the bird. Now it's time for lilac bubbling water. It says that we should leave it alone for 20 seconds and then add the sound of the black night creature. Now it smells a little of lavender, but it's so faint. Let's finish with the last ingredient, the slimy trail. The venom dissolves every color. It dissolves every smell. The Jolly Potion looks transparent, with some opal particles that are swirling. The twins start laughing. You did it! It is now time to celebrate with some butterbeer. It is very late. Time to sleep now. Where is your common room? Are you going to the Ravenclaw Tower? In the dungeons? Or near the kitchen? Are you following the twins? Don't worry, they will accompany you anyway. They have a special map to avoid unpleasant encounters. So here you are in your common room, in your bed, under a very soft blanket. Canopy curtains are decorated with the colors of your house. This is the most magical night of the year. You have a jolly potion on your nightstand. Before falling asleep, just make a clear wish. What potion would you like it to turn into? A Felix Felicis? A love potion? Polyjuice potion? Or something else? When you're ready, just close your eyes and sleep. Tomorrow you will find a surprise on your nightstand. You can hear the storm in the distance, but you are safe here. At Hogwarts, you are home.